Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's GTA video, we are going to be talking about the mysterious GTA 6 screenshots that apparently leaked over the last couple of days. We'll be discussing where they came from, do I think they're real or fake, and just everything that's happened over the last really 48 hours that has sent the community crazy over these screenshots that have come out. In fact, this wasn't even something I was aware of until a lot of you guys started messaging me on my Facebook page saying, Mr. Boss, check out these GTA 6 screenshots. And I was like, what the heck? So it's a leak going around. And most of the time, in fact, like probably either 95% to 99% of the time, leaks in general are fake. However, there have been many a times where leaks turn out to be real. Let's just take a look at Red Dead Redemption 2 for a moment. Do you guys remember this screenshot right here? When this came out, people were laughing this down the drain, saying this isn't real. This is just either a modified version of Red Dead Redemption, or it's just a fake that someone created. Well, it turns out that not only was that real, it's an actual location in Red Dead Redemption 2. So that turned out to be completely real. And who could forget this in 2016 when a pretty close version of the Red Dead Redemption 2 map ended up leaking? A lot of people thought that this was actually fake and that there's no way these locations in the game could be what they are. Well, it turns out that this map was probably about 90% correct when it's all said and done. So, again, I agree with you most of the time that leaks are fake, and I'm pretty sure that the leaks we're going to be looking at today are fake. But I always keep like a 1 to 5% chance in the back of my head that it could ultimately be real. So now you might be wondering, well, where did these leaks originate from? Well, they came from the Grand Theft Auto 6 subreddit, which is not really like a super popular Reddit at the moment. I think it's just more of a placeholder. And there were two posts that were created by an individual that has since deleted the post and has now deleted their accounts. That's important. The first is GTA 6 screen grab at LookDev Stage 2. We'll talk about what LookDev Stage 2 is in a second. And the second post they made is second screenshot GTA 6. And you can see that both of them have been deleted. Now, in case you guys are wondering what LookDev is, this is a introduction to what it is from their actual website. They said LookDev is an experimental image-based lighting tool that allows you to check and compare different assets through a viewer to ensure they are correctly authored for various lighting conditions. So basically, it's for like texture artists, modeling artists, lighting artists, people like that might be involved in video game development. So now let's go ahead and take a look at the two images, as I'm sure you guys now are going to be very curious. This is the first one right here. And before we even talk about what the image is, like, it's 2019. I'm starting to doubt any leak that is tilted sideways and is blurry and literally looks like you've got grease on your camera. Like, maybe this was the style in like 2004, 2005, but it's almost 2020. The fact that we can't get like high quality leaks to me is a little bit crazy, but regardless, the photo itself looks like it's the back of a male's head. They're wearing sunglasses at night, it looks like. It also looks like they're in a big city of sorts. You can see big buildings with pink at the top. For what it's worth, I think the character is Caucasian, but I can't really tell based off of the quality of what we've seen so far. And then as far as some of the on-screen text, it says LT16. On the top right, it says 1601, and then some numbers I can't really read. I think it's 3-4. Maybe that's the time of day, although if that was a 24-hour clock, it wouldn't be at night. That would be in like the middle of the afternoon. It says night_dome_T9 in the bottom left, and hotel_M in the bottom right. So that's the first image right there. And if you're looking for things to try and find, I guess you could say some of the obvious things, that one of the characters in GTA 6, potentially even the main character, is a white male wearing sunglasses, and there's a big city involved. Although that really doesn't narrow it down to hardly any locations, and it doesn't give us any idea on who this character is, even if it is real. Now, before we move on to the second photo, one thing that people have been pointing out that suggests this is real is photos from Rockstar Games Studios. So take a look at some of these photos right here. Now, I think this was published in like a magazine interview or something like that. That's the reason people have these photos, but it's basically like artist computer screens all sitting around in desks and whatnot. And as you guys can see there, like some of the on-screen like writing and on-screen lettering is similar to what we saw in that leaked screenshot. So a lot of people were saying maybe someone took this screenshot at night, or maybe someone took this while the office was closed, or someone left it up on their computer and they had to take a quick screenshot with their camera phone through their pocket or something like that. Who really knows? I still personally believe it's fake. We'll talk about all the reasons at the end. But that is why some people have been giving this image a lot of credibility, is because it looks similar to what we've seen in the past on Rockstar's developers, computers, and studio artists and stuff like that. So just something to keep in mind right there. Now let's focus on the second screenshot. This is the second screenshot right here, and it's actually a photo of this older automobile. It looks like it's a police car from what we've seen. Now, same thing here. The image is sort of tilted sideways, but you can see there it looks like it's a police car in the rain with its lights on. We can see it says emergency 911, and that's about it. There's like this lens flare coming in from the left-hand side that kind of makes it hard to see. So if this image was real, we can actually gather a couple of details about this. Number one, it gives us an idea of maybe the era the game would take place in, which to me, this vehicle looks like it's from the 1970s, maybe early 1980s, which would match up with some of the leaks we've seen in the past for GTA 6, that it is supposed to take place sometime in the past. I mean, but other than that, it is kind of hard to gather any information. We don't get any like logos or insignias on the side of the police car that tells us what, fictional city Rockstar might be making this game take place in. But even with all of that out of the way, I believe that this image is fake, and for a couple of reasons. The first reason is you can actually find this exact model of police car on like a website where you can literally buy 3D models. I'll leave a link to it in the description, and you can see it's pretty much the exact same car with maybe some minor edits. So it looks like whoever created this might have actually spent a little bit of their own money to come up with it. And just to show you how easy it is to create a similar image, other people have been trying to recreate the same image, and their results have been eerily similar. So if you were to either find or pay for the right model, you could make something look very realistic, like it came straight from a video game. And another reason why I'm skeptical on all of this is because the individual has deleted their account. They've deleted the post altogether. Typically, when people do that, it's because they've been caught or they've been proven fake. Now, again, there is like that 1 to 5% chance that they wanted to post what they posted, and then they wanted to delete their account so no one could actually catch who they really were. But overall, it's difficult because usually with leaks like this, you usually don't see people like raising their arms and hands saying like, look, this is me, I leaked this, because typically when it's stuff like this, there could be huge, legal ramifications if you were the person that legitimately put this information out. And usually another good indicator of how real something is or how fake something is usually depends on Rockstar's actions that they take. If Rockstar is really quick to remove something, you know that it is maybe more than likely actually real, or at least some of it might be real. Now, that doesn't happen necessarily all of the time. Sometimes Rockstar will actually take action after the leaks have come out. Like I remember there was a website, I think it was Trusted Review or something like that. They put out some leaks for Red Dead Redemption 2 that turned out to be real, and they didn't actually like punish them or make them remove them until after the game had come out, where I think they made them pay like $1 million to charity or something like that. It was really strange. I'm not sure of all the details and the legal aspects of that, but for the most part, when Rockstar gets involved, it usually means there's some sort of legitimacy here. And at least to my knowledge, Rockstar hasn't gotten involved with something like this. This also comes on the heels of one of the biggest fake Bully 2 leaks that have come out. Like, I don't know if you guys have been following this. I was following it, but I actually didn't post anything about it because I was a little bit skeptical. And it all turned out to be fake. It was this guy basically just creating a concept. So obviously take everything you've seen in this video with a grain of salt, but nevertheless, it is interesting to see what's been floating around out there. And this has certainly sent the community into a frenzy really over the last 48 hours. But anyways, I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments down below. Anytime we discuss, leaks like this, I want to get you guys involved in the discussion. Do you think they're real? Do you think they're fake? If you think they're real, let me know why. And also let me know what you think of what this means for GTA 6. What era it takes place in. Are we looking at the current city in which the game will be the setting for? And if you do think they are fake, let me know why. Do you think it's because the person deleted their account altogether? Do you think it's because any of the evidence that I showcased in this video? Again, let me know your thoughts, opinions, and more in the comments down below. I'd love to hear from you guys down there. If you did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And remember to subscribe if you guys are new or you want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA and Red Dead Redemption 2 videos that I'm doing here on the channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.